Welcome to Whiteboard Wednesday. Yes, the Wellington summer has truly hit, and this is the result. But today we're looking at the OECD report. You may have heard about it. It's come out today, and it's all about inequality and the impact on economic growth. Is it true? That's the real question. Let's see what they say. They have said that trickle down doesn't work. Well, actually, this contradicts an earlier OECD report that came out just a few months ago, and that found that trickle down actually did work. What? How can this be? Well, you see, the issue is that trickle down works globally. Now, what's happened is that, yes, the rich in developed countries are getting richer, and they are spending their money. Where are they spending their money? They're spending their money on lovely iPhones and Samsung tablets and these sorts of things. And these are made in Vietnam and China. And these places have lots of new jobs and lots of new incomes. And they are actually getting richer. So as a world, we've actually got more equal. But it's just we're not seeing it here in New Zealand because all of the manufacturing jobs that used to be done here in New Zealand have gone overseas. So it looks like that inequality is increasing in this country. That's not the case globally. So trickle down actually has worked as a planet, just not for us. Inequality reduces growth. Well, let's have a look at that a little bit closer. They're saying that part of the reason that reduces growth is that the bottom 40% are not getting enough education. Well, that's actually true, but that's poverty. It's not as a result of inequality. It doesn't matter that that there are rich people out there that are doing well. It's just that some people down the bottom are not getting their fair share and able to make sure that their kids get the best start in life. So that is a problem, but it's related to poverty. They're also arguing that poor people spend more. They spend a greater proportion of their income, and that is true, but again, that is an issue of poverty, not an income inequality. So to say that inequality reduces growth, we actually disagree with that. We would say that poverty reduces growth. And the outcome that everyone's leaping to is that we need to tax the rich more and increase benefits. But there are real problems with this because of incentives. Incentives matter. Now, if you increase the top income tax rate, then what you're going to get is people firstly, not bothering to go out and do productive things because they're going to get taxed to the high hilt for it. And secondly, they will change their behaviour. They'll do things that will avoid tax rather than creating cash income. And that we already see right now in New Zealand. Half of the top wealthiest people, half of the top 200 wealthiest people in the country don't even pay the top rate of income tax. Okay, so there's ways to avoid paying income tax. And if you increase that income tax rate, it just makes the problem worse. Same thing for increasing benefits. That reduces the incentive to work. So incentives do matter. Is there a way to reduce poverty without hurting incentives? We think there are. That's why we talk about a comprehensive capital income tax, which would only be applied to assets that don't create a cash income. And that would actually not only impact on redistribution because it would tax the wealthy more, but it would also improve the efficiency of the economy by encouraging people to invest in things that are productive rather than are simply tax efficient for them because they don't have to pay tax on the benefits they receive. So that's what we suggest there. And also, instead of increasing benefits, we advocate a universal basic income, so everyone receives a basic income. That means there is no disincentive to work from increasing benefits. So yes, poverty is a problem, but we disagree that inequality is the answer. And there's ways to make our society more equitable without hurting the incentives to go out and earn a buck.